Okay, so I want to read on Jared Kushner. I've neglected that little stinker for a while. And I'm sure that people will continue to be getting sick that were attending. They pointed it out, I guess, as to stemming from the Supreme Court, what do you want to call that? You know what I mean, when they all met up. So I think that this is going to continue to affect, frankly, especially those that were in attendance and probably members of the government. It's a pity because people that have tried to avoid catching COVID and have to be around these clowns, it's just really unfair. They bringing it on themselves and their families and innocent people, and it should be a crime. I mean, it should be attempted murder, because when you know that's what they do with people that have a deadly disease and who deliberately take advantage of people that don't know. Once you have that knowledge and you act recklessly, well, that's tempting. You're aware that somebody could get sick and die. Trump should be, you know what, with everything now, my grandmother's got COVID now. So, I'm feeling some kind of way. So, anyway, I want to bring my view time up as well. So, I'll be working on trying to improve my channel. All right, let's look at Kushner. What's coming up for him? Him and Ivanka. I really needed to look at him, so let's see what's going on. I asked the ancestors and the Creator to help me read on Jared Kushner clearly, and share with you what the Creator, what the universe wants to have us know about him. Especially something that we don't already know, universe. What can you share with us? Thank you. Help me to interpret it correctly. Jared Kushner. Okay. Well, we have the King of Pentacles. And yeah, he feels like he feels like a greedy dude. And this is Jared. Jared's a Capricorn, right? So this is an earth sign. King of Pentacles. That probably represents Jared. So that's good. We're tracking. He's coming up in his own reading. Ooh, Two of Cups. You know how I got earlier that I thought he was having an affair? This feels... I don't know. Well, let's continue with the cards. This is a new phase. I tend to think it's a fling. but it could be partnerships if it's not a romantic. It's a Two of Cups and Three of Cups. I feel like this is somebody. This is, well, it could be that he gets some kind of business deal, or there's a new partnership that he's excited about, or there's an affair that he's having that he's excited about. I'm opting at this point with this line of cards for an affair. It feels more like that, especially with that ending card of the Three of Cups, where it feels like there's socializing going on, celebrating, but really it's kind of a party card. And there's that Ace of Wands, which can be sexual, and we have that Two of Cups. So I think we're being shown a physical relationship and not just, let's say, a partnership that's business based. We get the Eight of Wands underneath him, so there's activity that's picking up, but the Eight of Wands is also targeted energy that has a target, that is going toward a specific point. Could be this is information that's going to come out publicly. Oh, well, this is not being well. I wonder if he's been involved in a fling or an affair and maybe could affect his health. You know, you can't be promiscuous like you used to. For people that are promiscuous, you get that you're going to, and there's worry. I think he's worried that he's caught or gotten COVID. Yeah. And it's something that's hidden, it's something that's secret. And I think it is through a relationship that's not necessarily just business. In fact, I don't really get a card of business in that relationship that I'm shown here. I don't get any coins. It's more about pleasure. And it's not serious. It's not serious. It's just for pleasure. But here then we get some kind of concern for physical health afterward. And that he wants to keep this something secret. Well, if it was just him and his wife, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Or if it, whatever the business, so to speak, was, whether it's a fling, which I think it is, or business, which it might have something to do with, but I think it's definitely more of an intimate relationship. Well, let's just say he's very worried about it coming out. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. Working with other people, shadow, the moon. That's like the shadow card to me. This is secret. I think there's some uncertainty that he will have about whether or not, I think he gets to not feeling very good, and I think he's worried he has COVID. Oof. With the devil. Wow. He's going to get COVID, I think. And his exposure, I think, comes from a source that he'd like to keep secret. I don't think it was from, where most of the people that are in his family, got exposure from. I feel like, yeah, I feel like Jared had an extra reckless kind of relationship. He was reckless, he was careless here. And it's not a serious relationship, it's just for pleasure. It just shows you how out of touch these people are and how their pleasure, their whims, override common bloody sense that in the midst of a pandemic, you shouldn't be cheating. You shouldn't be taking high risks. And especially just not for a moment's pleasure. It's really what it amounts to. I mean, if we really broke sex down, this is what you're trading your health for, is a small window of time of pleasure. It's just not worth it. And it shows me that he's going to be worried, concerned, because I think he's not going to feel well, or definitely with that 5 of coins here, connected to the 2 of cups, connected to the relationship or the intimacy that is secret and that he's trying to keep on the down low. He's not going to be honest. And this matters, especially where tracing is concerned. This row shows here more than one person, secretive behavior that he carries into the near future, and it is a long ingrained pattern that he has of vice. I think use of substance and sexual behavior. And I feel like it could be not just necessarily one person that he's done this with, but I see a couple of women as a possibility. Yes, I know. A lot of people think Jared's gay or bi or what. I don't really care. My kids are part of that community. All I can say is I get women and I see he's cheating. Haven't gotten any men yet. If I did, I'd tell you. I don't, it doesn't matter. But I get women. I think Jared's just very emasculated. I just don't think he's very masculine. And for me, it's because he's rich white boy kind of annoying. He's that stereotype, absolutely, and then some. He's going to really struggle to bring something to balance here. There's a combination of things. I think there's some kind of treatment. He could get sick or have to fight symptoms or try and hide symptoms. I see him worried that definitely that he's got it, and he's uncertain. But here, this worries me that he could get it with the devil, because sometimes the devil comes up for COVID. But Geez, these people are so full of advice, you know, take your pick. Um, Here's that Queen of Pentacles again. I think this is the woman, or at least one of them, he's been having some kind of an affair with. She's an earth sign. I wonder who she is. Second time that she's come up. She came up the last time as someone he was, I think, having an affair with. And with that Justice card, that's either a decision is made about her or she makes a decision. There's maybe some legal pursuit of this woman. She falls into the mix. I don't know. Is Jared, what's Hope Hicks's birthday? Putting you on pause, just a mo. Well, Hope Hicks is a Libra. I don't think it's her. I don't think we may know very much. She may not be a very public face. But yeah, there's definitely, I think they're going to get exposed. This relationship will get exposed legally. There's some aspect, I don't know if this person comes forward or somehow, I feel like there is transparency and that tea is spilled and that sun comes on that dark area, that secret. So I feel like there is something about with her that gets revealed. And it could be that there's investigation, or she could be part of someone that's, I don't know, being investigated. I'm not really sure who she is. But we'll find out soon enough. So I'm willing to not meddle too deep, and I'll let the universe show, because it looks like the universe is saying we're going to know who she is. I think. He's going to be really sorry. And I see a painful ending for him and loss. Maybe Ivanka will divorce him. There is betrayal by a King of Cups here. Somebody near to him will betray him as well. Jared's future's not looking too bright. He's going to be worried. I see more that he's worried. I don't necessarily. Well, no, that Five of Pentacles. He could get some symptoms. I see him being worried about it, and it looks like it's because how interesting the source, perhaps that from which he picked it up, isn't the same as where, let's say, everybody else right now in that Republican bunch, catching the virus. So that's interesting. All right. We're only 19 minutes in, so I'm going to have a real quick look. Does Jared's loan that he's got, we end up paying somehow, because if he can't pay it, I'm sure taxpayers end up having to. Those people, I just can't. Okay, I want to know. Does Jared get COVID? And does he face, will he go to prison? These are two questions that I want answered. So I'm going to ask the spirit of the tarot and my ancestors, my creator, to help me to interpret this correctly. Does Jared Kushner get COVID? And does he end up going to prison? Well, I don't know, this could be Trump or somebody else around him that has it. There's a King of Wands that's sick. Really sick. Gonna get more sick. I feel like the temperature, the fever. I don't feel like this is Jared, but perhaps it's somebody that's around him or relevant. And you know who else I need to read on today? Stephen Miller. Somebody around him that's sick and that is, I think, fighting for their health. Is Chris Christie a Leo? It's a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let me just check on that. Well, it's not Chris Christie. He's a Virgo. He's an earth sign. And I do think that that's going to matter in this case. So this guy keeps coming up in my readings, this King of Wands, as getting sick. And he's somebody that is around the Trump family. And, ooh, this is annoying. And he's a key figure that I'm thinking, if he hasn't already or isn't already quite ill, he's going to be getting that way. I just keep getting this King of Wands popping up, getting really sick, and it comes up in connection when I read upon the Trumps. Came up in Ivanka's, and I have a feeling I'm going to go, of course, later, you know. They're going to be really watched closely, is what I get here. I don't know, could it be his father, maybe? But I'm not getting like an Emperor card. Oh, okay, wait a minute, let me check. Well, it wouldn't be his dad, Charles. Charles Kushner is a Taurus. Okay, I just thought I would check. Process of elimination. This is how astrology can be very helpful in your readings to try and pinpoint or eliminate people as a court card. And oftentimes, you will find there is a significant connection with their sun sign or their moon. I also should be checking their moon sign, which I didn't do, or their rising sign. I'll have to go back and do that, but I won't do it now. There's some kind of financial goal here. And wanting to hold on. And I think this is the loan. I think this is the loan of that 666 building. This is real estate to me, and this is being watchful and careful also. Because now we shift into matters regarding business. Maybe it's somebody that somehow is connected to that real estate. I just don't know. King of Swords. Now this, I think, is Donald. Again, this man. I think he has connection to Donald. There'd be more news coming out, or more activity where Donald is concerned. I'm looking through Jared's eyes, where COVID and going to prison are concerned. This is sickness, and this can also be betrayal, but because I'm and stepping back, stepping away. Again, I get a final row into the future that shows it's about Trump, and it's about, I believe, coming forward with news about him having to step away because he's sick. 3 of Swords. So he could yet, and I did get, he would feel good at first and then have a sudden onset after having felt good. He could yet get sick. I take no joy in this, by the way. So I see Jared trying to preserve himself, his own well-being, and laying low. And I think trying to work also behind the scenes. Especially where the money is concerned. Oh, this is investigation into his personal wealth. Does not look good for Jared. I don't think Jared's going to get COVID. Or if he does, maybe it's just mild enough that he's able to skate. But not so where things are in concern to Donald, because Donald's not skating through COVID. I think he's going to have to step back or step away so that he can recover. And Jared's going to suffer. He's going to feel what he has had, where he's had no discipline. He's just done whatever he's wanted to do. That, I feel like, comes home to roost. And I think things start to really cascade in failure. Yeah, the law begins to take them to task, I think, over the money issues, the business issues, I think issues with that loan that he has. So he will be dealing with a law and his sneaky business over a period of time with the Wheel of Fortune. And also, I think this is also saying karma's a you-know-what. This sneaky, shady behavior catches up to you. Yep. And the World and the 4 of Swords. All I can say is this could be a card of prison because there is stillness. There is also the I don't think if he gets sick, I think he'll be okay. I do. So I tend to think of this as being in the end, yeah, he will be in prison. Yes. There's going to be exposure of his life and his social, Jared's friends. Yeah. And I think the investigation through the New York Attorney General comes into focus. He is going to really be under a lot of pressure. And I feel like there's some recklessness with because he's kind of stupid. Yeah, look. Ooh, those skeletons that you have in your closet. There's also, been delay, but it's going to come back to haunt him. And I do think he will be held in a prison for his crimes. Yeah. That's about all I have to add to that at this point. So I'm going to share this with you, and I hope you guys are having a good day. My day is okay. My concerns with my grandmother. She isn't feeling good. It's uncomfortable. It's a very brutal disease, and I do feel some kind of way about it. But anyway, there's a reading on Jared Kushner. I'll see you in the next video.